हाँ।
इसको कहाँ पे लगा इसको पकड़ में रखो स्लाइड करना
Good afternoon, respected dignitaries and my fellow batchmates. The 56th batch of IFS probationers here at IGNFA is delighted to welcome Shri Gajen Singh Yadav sir. Sir is a 1990 batch IFS officer from the Karnataka cadre. Sir has served in various capacities in the government of Karnataka, including as the APCCF Social Forestry, APCCF Forest Resource Management, and APCCF Campa. Sir superannuated from the IFS in 2023. Apart from his stellar professional career, Sir has also been a passionate golfer. He has been a golfer for the last 25 years and has acquired various laurels in this field. Sir has won 3 gold medals at the All India Forest Sports Meet. He is a 6-time champion of the annual tournament of the Civil Services Golf Association of Karnataka, which comprises more than 200 members. He has also won President's Medal Tournament of KGA Golf Club. So this is the 56-hour batch of the Indian Forest Service. The batch comprises of 114 officer trainees, 22 of which are lady officers and 2 are from the Royal Bhutan Forest Service. Almost half of the batch had joined the service at Labasna, Mussoorie in August, while the remaining have joined the service here at IGNFA on 9th December. Sir, in this session, we eagerly look forward to listen from you on these really fascinating topics. And now, sir, I kindly request you to please take the dais.
So, good afternoon to all of you. It is, I believe I don't need this. No? Huh? Okay, it is all good. And good afternoon to my very dear friend Sami Sinha. He is also dragged by me to attend this session with you. I don't know for how long he'll be. Yeah. And first thing I want to clarify, were you really aware what you are going to be like told about? Huh? When did you come to know that you are going to be sitting in a class where something will be talked about like this, like golf? Yesterday, what time? After 6. So you had enough time that to let the thought sink in about golf. I believe that you might have run some thoughts in your heads that what golf is all about. And anybody has played so far golf anywhere, or at least has seen it closely. Somebody like playing some non-person, like where? Yeah, please. I think you can keep sitting and you can still talk. Yeah. On the golf course. That's great. I think that's a big experience. I think that will at least make you feel some immediacy with the game of golf. And this side, somebody is telling. I could not catch it. Can you come again? Okay, I think yesterday Maharshi was telling me about that somebody had played already. And how many rounds did you play? So must be very frustrating in the beginning because you're not able to hit the shots. Sometimes what happens that people when they look at it from outside, they think it's very easy when a small ball is there and you have a club and you can hit it very hard and you send it to a distance of miles. But when you're seeing the club, it does not even touch. Even with few attempts, you cannot even touch the ball because you tighten your hand so much. The arc of swing gets shortened, and you're trying to put it like so much effort. So anyway, let's begin the discussion on the topic. The topic of discussion is very interestingly headed as philosophy of golf. I had done it purposely. It is not like a straight away golfing or like how to play golf and all. So it is philosophy. So we'll be discussing mainly philosophy. I think some of you must be thinking that why we are not on the field, on the golf field, in fact, like to learn it or to be shown to you. But the first introduction to this game should be theoretical. Practical, of course, you'll get later on. You can do on your own also. But the main objective of this discussion is that just to orientate to you. you to this concept and to relate you in some way. If I talk to you for next 1 hour about golf, so it will register with you at least up to some extent, may not be fully. So that is the objective. So that's why I have headed it. Philosophy and rudiments like basics of golfing, of course, that will also take up. So, so next, it is starting with a question, and the question is that why golf? Why should anybody play golf? And the question is thrown upon all of you, and you can respond in any manner that golf is whatever you understand. Of course, it is something very new for you, for most of you, but still you can respond like in whatever manner you want or whatever you understand. So, will anybody volunteer that why golf should be played or why it is played? Huh? Yeah, please. I think now you are required to stand up so that others also are benefited, like whatever you say. Can you speak up a bit so that I don't think the people sitting far away they are able to hear you. Hmm?
Well, from a distance, at least, it seems to be a very relaxing sport that you just, I mean, it indulge in a very, mostly a recreational activity and to relax. I mean, just for leisure. Maybe. I've
Oh,
not played golf, so
your comment is spot on. Very right. Very nicely said. Your name?
sir, I'm swastik.
Swastik. Yeah, yeah. I think your whatever you said it's very right. And anybody else? Yeah.
So I feel golf like billiards is once a game where when you are playing, you are in complete control. I think you will control the whole thing. So you get to know more about yourself, to learn discipline, and lastly, it is I think a very good sport to socialize and make connections.
Oh, that's still better. The next one. Any other comments? I think many of you know a little bit about it, and but I think you're not interested to speak up because maybe thinking that your comments may not be. Yeah, yeah, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah.
Sir, I have only seen the game. So I feel, sir, the green grasses, the image of golf in my mind is of the green grasses. So it is played in the nature, natural surroundings. So it is quite soothing to see.
Oh, that's a I think great observation. It's on the green expanse and the just being there on that surface, it's very soothing. Like you connect, yeah, you commune with nature, in fact, because all around greenery, it's a natural field of for playing. So you feel very closely connected to that. Yeah.
So again, as a layman, I mean, golf is counted as one of the gentleman sports, so it should come along with some rules, and that we need to adhere to so that instill discipline.
Yeah, very good. So all these comments are, I think, very befitting to the game of golf. Whatever you said until now, it's all these qualities or merits of the game are there, and there are many other dimensions also to it. So when we go along, we'll be discussing many different points about that. If I say something about this, that what happens when people are watching it uh, from the sidelines, they are not inside the ring. So there are many comments about it, and comments are all almost all prejudiced. Comments are not neutral, prejudiced either for or against. Nobody is neutral. And an uninformed layman, if he is watching it from outside, normally comments are of disapproval. Now, why to play golf? It is an all man's game, and it is why anybody should waste time here, walking for many hours, and not getting much exercise also out of it. So it is not so interesting. But once the same person enters inside, his opinion, his comment, or his thinking about golf will take a somersault. He will be having completely opposite opinion about the game, and he'll be just going into rhapsodies about golfing, that nothing is better than this and everybody should play golf. So it changes the opinion so drastically and so quickly from the outside to inside. So it is so different. So when you watch it from outside, you think something very different. But once you are inside, we start playing your opinion. There's no limit to the praise. Then you start singing peans about golfing. So it's so different, like the perception when you are playing and you are not playing. And I got many responses from you. This thing what I told until now, this is the opinion of people, like the perception of people who are looking at it from outside or who are starting golf after getting an entry. Now the next, this is my response. Why not? And this why not thing is pregnant with many meanings and possibilities. And one very simple sentence I have written here: certain things which look worthy and desirable in life should be done because you will find no pressing reasons for missing out on them. So it is a very general statement. It is not limited to golf. It is like related to many other things in life. What happens many a time, we are in the grip of indecision. We are indecisive whether to do or not to do. Even if thing is looking very good and desirable, that you may think that this work or this particular thing should be done, but you are finding the reasons for not doing it. You will try to find the reasons. At the same time, you are attracted also to that particular thing that it should be done. It is good for you overall, but still you are finding the reasons for not doing it. But if you look from the other end, that do you have any reasons for not doing it? In all probability, you'll find none. So then your decision making becomes very easy. You understand the point? It is not related to golf only. It is in general, I'm telling. In general, about certain things in life if you want to do, but you are finding reasons for not doing it, better you look from the other side and see whether you have any reasons for not doing those. In all probability, you'll find no reasons. Then it becomes clear by default you have to do it. So golf is also something like that. If you can afford it, they know nothing should hold you back from playing or taking a plunge into it. Golf is something like that. And I'm telling for this crowd, I'm not going outside on the streets and telling people everybody come and play golf. I'm telling this specific crowd that if you don't have any reasons for not playing, you must play. So that is golf. So these are the quotes about golf. So it is not just a sport. I think some of you mentioned also this thing. It is an art form. So it is very artistic. You may be surprised that sports and arts, yeah, it is very artistic. The strategic battle, yeah, it is a battle also because you are battling against yourself. You are battling against your attitude, your mind, and a love affair with nature. As Pratiksha mentioned. So you are communing with nature. That it's a huge green expanse in front of you and all around you. It is played over there, all rolled into one. It is where the verdant greens meet the sky. The verdant greens stretch up to horizon, maybe a mile away. Golf course length something that is more than a mile from one end to another. So up to that you can see all greenery, where silence is golden and every swing it tells a story. So while hitting the shot, silence is expected all around. Otherwise, the player will blame those who are making noise for his bad game. Every swing tells a story because every swing is different. Some swings are very sophisticated, very stylish, and other swings are very clumsy and funny. So it is a complete gamut from one extreme to another. And when you start playing, you will notice yourself. No other sport marries the elements of leisure, luxury, and athleticism. Athleticism may be surprising for you, I believe. The golf athletic. Yes, it is athletic. Also, those who play at competitive level, the professionals and all, it's very athletic for them because they are playing 5 rounds on the trot on 5 days for 5 hours, 5 to 6 hours. So they have to be very, very fit in every respect, not only physically, even mentally. So the next, for those who have spent time walking on the fairways and putting on the greens, It is clear golf is the best sport on the planet. Stress and worries melt away during moments of quiet because you are so wrapped in the game of golf. You forget the outside world. You get completely sunk into it when you are playing it. If you have any point to raise or like say something about this, you please just weigh in. You don't wait that to get it over and something like that only. Then it is just a kind of a discussion. It is not like monologue from my side. You can clarify anything, or you can give your inputs at any point of time. You are free for that. You please do that so that it will be more engaging for me also. It becomes more engaging. Like if you are also responding in between and giving your opinions and comments about that, and you can take full liberty here because you are, I can say, if in a rough language, all of you are illiterates. So any illiterate person has full liberty to speak in any language in any manner. So yeah, yeah. That's very interesting question. Yeah, you have to prop it like that only. You should not believe everything whatever I say. So you have to be like inquisitive. I like that. So you are not supposed to believe whatever I am saying. You have to challenge me. You have to question me. So that's a very good point. Like what you saying. What's your name? Ajay. But Ajay, that I think this is very small. You can say introduction of the game until now, and many other. In fact, in general, sports, all sports are likable, and something very you can say attractive activities in life. All the games you take up any sport. So otherwise, people would not have been playing that if something was not so good. But golf is different in many ways, which we'll come to know as we go along. This is the brief about origin of this game. It started in 15th century in Scotland. Scotland is the mecca of golfing still in the world. Of course, now USA is the main country, as like in any other sport. Uh, Before 15th century, also golf was being played in many countries in many crude forms, many rough forms in different ways. But it was formalized in this 15th century. And all course at St. Louis, it was started in 1552, and then this Royal Ancient Golf Club, even today, this is supposed to be the best one in the world, and it started in 1754. In India, RCGC, this Royal Calcutta, this is called RCGC. It started in 1829, the first outside the Great Britain. It is claimed, but it may not be that very true statement, but it is claimed by the club. It was moved to the present location in 1910. Due to some reasons, it was moved to other location. I think something is missing here. It is one some more is there below this. Hmm. Yeah. The setting of this slide. Can anybody correct? Huh? Hmm? Thus, anyway, that one more line is there on the slide that Bangalore Golf Club, BGC. Huh? Why that last line is? Huh? No, who are the technical people here that they can? Hmm? So this that slide, no? That, huh? Uh, this Mercy, can you send the driver? I have laptop in my room. So this one. And no, no, pen drive I had given to somebody here. Huh? So, sorry, slide. Huh? Huh? No, no. After that, also there is one point. Hmm? This Bangalore Golf Club. So But you sent the driver that my iPad is there. No, no, I don't want iPad. My iPad is there in the room. It is on the table. The driver can go and bring it. So if anything is missing here, at least I can read out from the my iPad. This one was missing here. The Bangalore Golf Club was started in 1876, and interestingly, both these clubs in the country, RCGC and Bangalore Golf Club, they claim that they are the oldest ones. That each one of them, and both are right, because as a club that RCGC is oldest, but as a golf course the BGC, Bangalore Golf Club, is oldest. You might have seen BGC in Bangalore. Those who have gone to Bangalore, it is on the main road. You have to pass through that area only. Huh? Huh? Embassy where? Embassy, they no golf club in by name Embassy. Huh? EGL, no, that is KGA. Oh, you're talking about KGA. That is the main golf club in the country. In fact, now DLF has become better than that. 10 years or 15 years ago, KGA, Karnataka Golf Association, that used to be number one in the country. So all of us, all government types, we are members there. Karnataka cadre officers, they get very easily there because we have 20% seats for civil servants in that club. So I'll talk about that also later on. So,
A question is like, sir, cricket also started as a sport for the elite.
ah,
But then as time went on, I mean, the access to it increased, and I mean, now it is accessible to many classes of the society.
uh-huh.
So why, I mean, in golf also the equipment, is it like prohibitively costly?
No, no, that golf, the limitation is of the space, of the land. That is the biggest challenge. Cricket, you can play anywhere on a small ground, also you can play, and people play in many different forms. But golf, the ground is the biggest challenge. How to create, you need at least 60, 70 acres of land. So that is the biggest challenge to create the facility.
So, but I mean, the same thing can be said of a stadium also, right? But I mean, the access to it is.
No, but the stadium is a very small area, maybe 10 acres, 15 acres only. But it needs at least 60 acres plus. And for a proper golf course, like he's talking about the KGA, KGA is having 130 acres. And that is the standard golf course requirement, that much land. So that is the biggest, you can say, demerit of this game, of this sport, that you don't get the facility easily. And facility is the, especially in our country where land is a limited resource, and creating a golf course, new golf course, especially now, is a challenge because you have to go at least uh, 20, 30 kilometers away from the big cities. And that is happening now. So that is a limitation. So now these are the merits of golf. Ajay, now, now you see that some difference, I think now you notice vis-a-vis other games. It's much more than a game. In some measure, it is a microcosm of complete living. Very loud and unqualified statement. Many of you should not agree with this. I myself say. A microcosm of complete living means I am claiming that it is on a small scale, it is your complete life. But right now, I'll not say more than this at this point of time about it. It is left to you, and most of you will not agree to it. I know that. Recreation sport for a lifetime, it is much more, it is much exact, not much exacting on the body. So it is recreation sport for a lifetime, and it is a great way to invest your time and energy with the most gratifying outcome in comparison of other games. It is not very tiring on the body, and it can be played at your leisure as long as you are able to walk. Even if you are not able to walk, people use buggies and still they play. Or you can walk like this, people walk like this and swing only this much, and they also play. One, we conducted recently our civil service tournament, annual tournament in KGA only, uh, this last week. One old, not old brother, he was almost nonagenarian, 89, pushing 90 years. He was also part of it. And one was older to him, he could not come. He made his entry, but somehow he could not come to play due to some other reasons. So this is the age that people are still playing. And 80 plus, I think we may be having at least in our group 15 plus members, 70 plus maybe at least 50. 60 years is very young age. So that is the age profile for the players. Of course, there are many youngsters also coming in. And I'm telling about the civil servants. They start at the age of 50 or even after 60, many of them. It's deeply mentally engaging. You feel just disconnected from the outside world. You so get so engrossed in the planning, strategizing, executing your shots, and mindfulness practice with the sense of purpose and motivation. So it affects your mind in a very, very different way, which others sports don't. When you play golf, you forget the outside world. You completely get absorbed in this mentally, physically, and it hits so deeply the minds of the players that they keep thinking about this. Some of the this very high profile people who are in the corporate world, they tell that when they start playing golf and they like they're the beginners, then they're in responsible positions in their companies and all, that they dream about golf shots while sitting the meetings and rather when they themselves are conducting the meetings. So they go into snatches of those memories of golf shots when they're beginning with this. So it affects the mind so strongly. Uh, One player was telling me that he, very senior position, the pair job, that he went on some outside trip to a foreign country to play in a group and all. They played for 5 7 days, and he was telling that he played the best round there of his life until then. They were completely fagged out after playing. They were traveling back to the country, and his head was throbbing for sleep. They were completely fatigued. But the golf thoughts were scurrying in his mind so strongly that he could not sleep at all. He was just having visions of those interesting golf shots, and he was completely lost in that. He was telling, I was not understanding what was happening to me. Wanted to sleep, the body wanted to sleep, the mind wanted to sleep, but the thoughts were not allowing him to sleep. So it affects the mind in such a big way that no other game, no other sport does that. Any comments until now? Yeah.
Then, in our gardens, we might find it difficult to find spaces, such spaces to play golf. So, how can we practice it?
Yeah, very, very right concern. I'll come to that. That's the biggest challenge. As I mentioned, that facility is a big challenge. So it's a like salutary package for a well-rounded way of life. The charm will grow. You will become addicted to this if you start playing. In the beginning, of course, it will be very frustrating, and sometimes you just quit it for some time, like for a few days, but you'll come back to learn it again. It will act as an anchor of stability and flywheel of your life. Very interesting statement. That how can it work as flywheel? You know, of course, that in the machine which keeps the momentum of the speed of it uniform without much fluctuations. The same thing with your life. You are getting fluctuations in your mood, in your situations. Sometimes you are more stressful, sometimes you are relaxed. So if you have something to fall back upon, to hang on to, like golfing, so that balances your other aspects of life. You may get tension in your personal life or official life. So golf is a thing. If you're out on the golf course, that will make you forget all those tensions at least for that much time. So that's why it is act like an anchor of stability also emotionally, mentally. Release of feel good hormones, and it can serve as a cathartic release also of your pent up feelings. You're frustrated, you're feeling angry, you're feeling sad, you go to the golf course, play around, you'll forget at least for 4 5 hours everything of your professional or personal life for that much moment. So weight of worries, then good round of golf induces a heady, ecstatic feeling. After playing a good round, the player will be feeling over the moon, and he'll be just catching people. Come, come, listen to my stories, how I played. And they will call up at least 5 people. Oh, today you know how I played my game. I got one birdie, two birdies, and many pars, and I missed so many. And he'll be like full of stories and rather overflowing with his stories. And he needs a listener. That somebody should listen to these stories. So they feel so upbeat about after playing a good round. Character building, it brings out the best in you, your conduct, refines your social skills, teaches patience and restraint, self restraint. because you cannot behave as you please on a golf course. You have to regulate your behavior. It is not accepted. There are many limitations. You are playing with other players. You are having three other playmates within the same group, and many people are before and after you playing there. So you have to be with a certain parameters only of your behavior. They not full latitude of your behavior, and that teaches you how to regulate it. You get to know about your conduct and strangers. You meet many new people, especially in big cities. You every time you come across many different people, and they will be strangers in the beginning, but as you go along, they may be very friendly and very likable people. But how to keep your nerve and be temperate when you're going at stuff, that's important. Some people, they become like very irrational and illogical when they start losing. Then when they start playing bad game, so they can't like keep their heads. They can't even start something blurting out which is not palatable to other players. So one, so like in other games, like if you play tennis, badminton, and all, you can afford to do that up to some extent. Cricket, of course, it happens. Many mischief happens. You see all the time. But in golf, it is very difficult. If you are doing something like that, it will be like you will be marked, and nobody would like to play with you then. If you want to make somebody out, yeah, this is interesting. If you want to know somebody's character, just play one round, competitive round against this player, and then this player will reveal himself completely, that what character, what kind of this person is. Because when he start losing, when the stakes are high for winning or losing, then people will start behaving differently. So if you want to have any relationship or any business deal with any person, if he's a golfer, then play a few rounds with him with some stakes, good stakes. So then you come to know the real colors of that person, which in other games you may not come to know. If you play him in a tennis match against this person, there is not much scope of like behaving badly. He may play good or bad, but still he'll play. Social interaction. So it provides an opportunity to you for social interactions, and it gets some recognition to your service also. What happens like in big city like Bangalore, nobody bothers about any government service. They may have some concern for policeman, like oh he's a DIG, he's a IG, for some they may think something about them. But other services like even for IS, they don't bother that much, uh, and much less about forest service. So uh, in such places, rarely do we get uh, an opportunity of any intercourse with the uh, civil society in metros. So through these activities, like you are a club member, you are playing golf. So many people come about to know about the service also, not about you as an individual, as an officer, but service is also recognized by people at such places. And you come across very interesting people on the golf course, that many different backgrounds, like every kind of person you'll meet there. The every model of car you'll find there on the golf course parking area, the latest models, and person from every walk of life, every profession you'll come across. Uh, in KGA, this you may not believe it, Sadhguru from Coimbatore, he comes once in a while to play in KGA. You may be knowing about Sadhguru, no? Huh? So he comes, I think, once in few months and he play golf over there, and he'll interact with many players. Like of course, everybody would like to talk to him. Last year we invited him for our civil services annual tournament. Also, he came there, he participated, and he was there in our functions, the chief guest. And recently also he was playing, but he could not come this year because he was busy. But he, so this kind of people also come to golf course. It may be looking very surprising that it is like attractive activity even for people like Sadhguru. Now I will show you this one video about the golf course so that you can have some idea uh, what it looks like and what are the different parts of the golf course, how to play that. No link or anything here? Huh? Huh? Yeah, bolo.
Does it like does playing golf attract undue attention from services like the IRSs?
No attention from whom?
So I mean like it is considered elite plus.
Elite. I'm coming to that point also. So this is the layout of the golf course. Sound a little bit, turn down the sound. It's very loud. Yeah, a little turn down. Oh, it is in the full volume. Little more, little less. Still you can reduce. Yeah, I think that should be good. Now we have to start. Yeah. It's very sensitive. It just keeps running left, right. So this is the layout of the golf course. This is the starting area where all of that is the tee off area where the shot is started. This is called tee box, tee off area. What happened? I tried to stop this and it vanished. Yeah, okay. Can I play it? So this is the fairway area where the grass is cut very fine. This is the main area for putting. This is the what you're seeing with the flag. This is called green area, and the flag is in the hole, and that is the finally is send the ball into the hole from the tee off area. You keep hitting from there and coming along the fairway, and then finally reach there. And this is the hole where the ball is finally put in. Huh? These are sand pits, the bunkers with the sand. You have to. These are the sort of difficulties. Like the ball goes there, it's difficult to come out from there. There's a different way of playing. It's not easy to come out. So it is a difficulty created. It goes back. Okay. Okay. I'll set it up. No, I'll do it myself. So I think it is That much only about the golf course. So you understood that the starting area is called tee off area. Then you have the fairways in front of you. Then there are roughs on the sides. The grass is thicker there, and if the ball goes there, then you have to find difficult to hit. Fairways are easiest areas to play. The ball can be hit easily. Then the hazards of water hazards and dry hazards also there. Hazards can be on the sides, and hazards can be across the fairway. And there is OB, out of bounds. The ball goes out of the boundary of the golf course. Then there is penalty and all those things are there. And finally, the green area where you have to do putting. That the club is different. If you might have seen the playing golf, they are doing only this much they are doing. That is the putter, and they hit only 15, 20 yards. Sometimes it is 2 feet only from the hole, but still they'll take half an hour looking the direction, alignment, and this and that. And others, those who don't know about this, they will be very shocked. Array, this is the ball, this is the hole. Why don't you just push it and it will go inside? It will not miss. But the stakes are in millions for them for losing or getting it, and the championship points and all that stuff. Even in financial terms, also it's huge. So they can't afford to miss it. So then the next is the basics on the golf course. So normally it is the four ball, the four players play together maximum. It can be one, two, three, any number, but the standard golf courses they don't allow less than three. Minimum three ball has to be there. The courses are very crowded. So if everybody starts playing alone, so course cannot accommodate those many players. So they have to play in the groups of at least three at a time, and preferably four ball. 14 clubs in the club, golf bag maximum, and that includes the putter also. The starting point is called tee of area, as I explained. Last point is the hole, 4.25 inch dia, and it is located at different locations of the green. It is not always in the same location. It keeps changing. Otherwise, it will be too predictable for the players. They are playing day after day on the same course, so it will be something boring for them. So the location of the hole is changed frequently. On the way, there will be fairways, as I explained, roughs, bunkers, hazards, out of bounds, and so on. This scorecard, I think first let me show you the scorecard, then I'll show. This is the scorecard of KG Golf Club. On this, you will find here written that hole number, first row, then black, white, green, orange, red. These are the tees of different colors, that is starting points. And distances are different for these. Black only professionals normally or very low handicappers they play. White, good players play. Green, middle level players play. Orange, old and then who have high handicap. Handicap, I'll explain what handicap is. They play, and red is for ladies. And distances are different for them. If you can read, uh, see the distances. That side of the screens are there, no? You can see, no? So these are the yardages, total distances of all the holes put together, 18 holes, and the scores are written here like player's name and scores hole wise. So this is the scorecard which is filled up while playing, and the scorecard. This total distance of playing for from white tee, you can say, or green tee is normally 6,500 to 7,000 yards. And every hole is having different distance, different terrain, different landscape, and different difficulties. And this is a par. I'll explain what par is. Par 3, there are four holes in a standard golf course like KG. I'm mostly talking with reference to KG. KG is the standard golf course. So par 3 holes are 4 number, par 4 10 number, and par 5 4 number. So total holes.
So it wouldn't perhaps a change from World Tour to World Tour.